How do y'all deal with groupies when y'all be out and about? Because I know we deal with it,
Oh, I know
but from a woman perspective,
That.
how do y'all deal with it? Because shit can be crazy out here. Like, have you ever met someone that you knew they loved you from the show, but they were trying to act like they didn't know you from the show, or
You
how
know,
y'all dealing with the fame?
for me, it's crazy because I feel like with women, it's a little bit different because you don't have to be like known for men to be like thirsting after you. All you have to do is
That's
be
true.
nice.
True.
So I think for women, we've always dealt with like men just being thirsty. But once you
Mm-hmm.
get like a platform, then you start dealing with men who are kind of like they want the clout. They don't necessarily like you. They just like the fact that you have a platform. Like
Mm-hmm.
I had dated this guy. I don't want to even say dated because we hung out a few times. We never, were physical with each other. But he had took me to the Chanel store to buy me a bag. Next thing you know, I'm on his Finsta. Like he was recording
Mm-hmm.
himself, like buying me the bag. And my friend told me, she was like, "Oh my gosh, such and such bought you a bag." I'm like, "How you know?" She was like, "Oh, he posted on his Finsta." One time, me and Drea he took us out one night. Me and her, we dancing, we're drunk, having a good time. We turn around, he got his phone like this, recording us.
Yeah, he had posted both of
Wow.
us on his Finsta, and I was
Yeah,
like,
so it was
"Oh,
With
it
the
was
flashlight off? Damn.
mm-hmm," because
yes,
he
it
knew
was
he was wrong. He knew he wasn't supposed to be doing this shit.
yeah.
So,
That's why
so
he
if
had to
somebody
get to
buy
me.
you a maxi, they can't put you on their Instagram story?
I feel like
Why? Why do
I,
you want to put me on
yeah,
your
why?
story?
You
I
know why.
don't my
Because
business.
for
That's
me,
clout.
it
That's
becomes more
clout.
of huh?
That's clout chasing.
It's clout.
Right.
Yes.
And that's the problem for me. It's like it's an intent thing. If you bought the bag just so you could post it and let it be known that you're talking to me, that's weird. I don't want to date a man like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's like I had to learn my lesson in like being more private and
Yeah.
stuff because people be in my business real, real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
Facts.
I think it's just like when I'm in a relationship, it's not that I'm like, oh, it's not a secret, it's just private.
Oh,
So
that's my favorite line. Tell them again.
I mean, it's the truth though. Like
Mm-hmm.
I never hide the fact I'm in a relationship. Me and my man be outside all around Atlanta. We be everywhere. People know at this point, but I'm not gonna be online being like, oh yeah, tagging him and doing this. Like it's
Yeah.
just it is what it is. But I think whenever you go out of your way to try to be known, like, oh yeah, I talked to Lex P or I mess with Drea or I'll talk to Ian or whatever. It's a little weird and it's like it makes me question your intentions.
Yeah. I agree. But I don't know. I feel like we haven't had any, like, I can't think of like no crazy groupie story where we just had like we went somewhere and a guy was just
Oh,
being
I
like
can.
extremely extra.
That lady, the wheelchair lady in New Orleans.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
And maybe that's the problem because I was thinking more along the lines of like men. But y'all, okay, yes. We had a New Orleans show. This was like in November at House of Blues. We had a New Orleans show, and it was this lady. And the funny thing is, she probably gonna watch this episode because she is low key obsessed with me, high key, I guess.
I
So we had the show. She came to the show. Of course, she was VIP, so we do the meet and greet afterwards. So I took a picture with her. She was like sitting there like for like 30 minutes trying to get me to like have a conversation with her. She was like talking to me about her business and everything. And like after the fact, she was like, "Can I talk to you again after y'all come back?" Because we had to go somewhere to do something. And she was like, "Can I talk to you again when y'all come back?" Literally, our managers had to like shield me from her, and we had to go through like a back entrance because she would not leave unless I would come back and talk to her again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
She like
then
send stuff on like Patreon, like long paragraphs.
yes, then she followed us on Patreon. She joined our
Yeah.
Patreon and she was sending like these long paragraphs every day under every post that we had. And she would say like very inappropriate stuff, like she wanted to lick me and eat my pussy.
what?
And like, yes,
And
like just
she's in a wheelchair.
yes, and she's
Yeah.
an older lady too. She's probably like in her like 60s, and she got like a gold grill and dreads. It was a lot, but that was probably a definitely because we had to block her from Patreon. Like I've never had to block somebody before, and you know it's bad if I'm blocking you from somewhere where you paying to be there.
Paying, yeah. Hey, you got to bump the tier up. Do what I do.
I
Charge more.
no,
Yes,
I had a stalker.
for
Yeah.
real.
You ever had a
Yeah.
stalker? No,
No,
no.
I've never had a stalker
I had
though.
a stalker.
Come on, we'll get to it.
I gotta hear this.
I
Yeah, what
almost don't
happened
want
with
to
your
tell the story
stalker?
because I feel like she's gonna hear this, but it was one of these things that she was just hitting me up on Instagram for like forever. And, you just ignore. You see messages, ignore. And then and then after a while, I just blocked her from my page. Then she starts DMing Earn Your Leisure's page. This is what Troy said, don't do it. Troy said, don't do it. Troy said, don't do it.
Come on, let it live, bro. Come on. Let it fly. Come on. This is Blackout.
So
I just want to, because I'm like, this gotta be a crazy story. Troy said, don't say nothing.
Yo, it's crazy.
My boy said, please.
It's a real situation. Now, I'm telling you, like, it's a real.
The stalker should be crazy, though.
Oh, man. Troy advised me not to tell his story, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, like it's all jokes and stuff, but it really
Till it's not.
No, until it's not.
Until it's not.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about that lady too. It'd be funny till it's not.
Yeah,
because she was doing a lot. That's why we felt like we had to block her, because it was like, ma'am, you are starting to be ridiculous.
And I think for women too, like us being women, like I don't want to say it's different because it's dangerous for men and women. But it's like for us, especially,
it's heightened.
It's like, yeah, it's very heightened. Like, it's very important that we have security. Because I'm not even like a bougie type of girl to be like, oh, I need security. But there have been situations where people just like they be in our face. They won't stop. When we had actually did the Black Effect Festival, we didn't have security with us. So we go to the back because we're trying to watch the rest of the festival. And it was like a crowd surrounding us. A line had started. And it just got really, really overwhelming.
Yeah, it's too much.
And sometimes it feels okay, like who is around? Because there's been plenty of people, you block somebody on Twitter and you don't think about it. You block somebody on Twitter and you don't think about it. But it's like when we're in those situations, you're like, what if this person showed up and they're mad because they know we're gonna be here?
Mm-hmm.
So I think for us dealing with like any type of like groupies or anybody being weird, like it just has heightened my senses. Like I'm always kind of like keeping my eyes on a swivel just because I have to.
Yeah.
Any of y'all ever got stalked internationally?
Internationally?
Have we ever got stalked internationally? No.
Boy, that's my little stalker story.
No, but I had to move recently. Like when my lease was up in my old apartment, I had to move because I had a few instances where I would like order Uber Eats. And
that's the worst, and they be fans and come back acting
Yes, it was awful. Like it would happen all.
Drop off my Smoothie King, bro. Come on, I'm a big fan.
God.
Was Xander in here?
Yes, like literally, or they would be texting me like, "Oh my God, I love your podcast." It's like you just knocked on my door. Now you know where I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where I was like, "Okay, I got to get out of here."
Yeah, I've definitely had that happen more than a few times in the building that I currently live in. Like one day, it was a guy, he was here delivering Uber Eats to somebody else actually, and we were on the elevator together because I was leaving the gym. And he was like, "Oh my God, I love your show. Can we take a picture together? I'm sweaty. I'm looking a mess." He like, "Please, can we just take a pic real quick?" He literally stopped the elevator when I was getting off the elevator and was like, "Well, we could just take a selfie or something." Like people just don't know boundaries sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm one of those people where I almost like feel bad telling people no. So I'm definitely one of those people who always take pictures with people no matter what, because I don't want people to be like, "Oh, she was mean, she was a bitch," or whatever. But people just do not know boundaries, because I just felt like in that situation, I felt like he could tell I was uncomfortable and I didn't want to take the picture, but he just still kept pressing it. Yeah, and it's like, and then I'm at home, like now you know what floor I live on and everything. It was just too much.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah. I kind of want to tell this story, but
I'm gonna think about it.
You don't sit on it for a little bit.
Think about it.